I'm Zach with Four Inches of Freedom. Today I'm with Cade Berardelli, who fights August 6th for at Art of War 45 at Valley Forge Casino in Valley Forge, PA. How's it going today, Cade?
What's going on, bro? You said August 6th, December 6th. I'm pretty sure everybody knows.
This comes from the other interview I did for this card.
Yeah,
Billy
August.
Markle, his opponent, they've been booked since August.
Yeah,
And I think I said August 6th like 13 times on that interview as well.
yeah,
We have obviously December 6th, this Saturday,
yeah,
Valley Forge Casino. Pretty stacked card too. But
yeah,
more importantly, not only the stack, but like you're returning. You've been out for pretty much the entire year. How are
yeah.
things on your end coming into this return?
Dude, I feel good. Everything's going good. Everything's going according to plan. I got shoulder surgery and back in over the summer, and yeah, I feel great. It was my second shoulder surgery, so I knew what to expect going in, and I kind of was ahead of the game, and I stayed active, and I think that really helped my recovery. I stayed connected, I stayed outside, I stayed in nature, and that really helped. And yeah, it was. I fought in 2026. Yeah, I only fought in March. Yeah, I fought in March, then had a long break till now, till December. So it was a long break, but I'm back and I'm ready to go.
And across from you will be Ulysses Moore,
Yep.
Yasuke, I think his nickname is.
Yeah.
You guys kind of shared an opponent.
Yeah.
Won't get into it. You both faced Joey. He also fought bobblehead Bill Lewis as well back in the day.
Yeah.
What do you know about Ulysses, and how do you look forward to this fight?
I know Ulysses is, he's a tough kid. He's gonna come to bring a fight. And we never were officially scheduled, but we were in talks. I got offered him, and I was like, yeah, I'll fight him. So I think this is back in like November of last year, maybe October of last year. And yeah, I was prepared to fight him then. So I watched up on him a little bit, and then something happened. It fell through. It's fighting. Anything can happen. But now we're fighting, and yeah, when they sent me his name again, I was like, yeah, let's do it. I know he's came up to PA to fight before. He's from Florida, and so I was like, yeah, let's go. Um, we talked a little bit, like maybe a few months ago when our fight pulled out, whatever it was, and we were friendly with each other. Yeah, he's a good kid. He's gonna come and bring a fight. He's a striker. He does a lot of Muay Thai fights. Yeah, I'm ready to show him what New Jersey's about. You know what I mean? The Northeast, you know?
Yeah, I mean, this is his second time with Art of War. You've been with them a bit more. You
Yeah.
kind of bounce between them, Stella, and that little regional
Yeah.
AMI circuit in a way.
Yep.
Um, I guess let's look there. I mean, obviously, the injury kind of set you back a little bit. There's
Hmm.
no denying a little bit. You had
Yeah.
to kind of recoup there. Do you think this is probably the last time we see you as an AMI, or do you want to try to get like one or two more in?
I don't know. I had a lot of people have been asking me that, and honestly, dude, I'm just listening to my coach. I think I like to trust in my coach. I'm 22 years old. I'm not really in a rush for this. I just want to keep fighting, keep gaining experience. I want to go out there, and I know he's never been finished. And he lost twice. He's never been finished. So I think, or he lost in Muay Thai too, but he's never been finished. I think it'd be cool to be the first person to finish him. So yeah, I'm looking to bring a fight and make it exciting, and then who knows. Obviously, as an amateur, you want to get that experience, but you want to be ready for when you turn pros and not only just win fights, which I'm good at. I'm able to win fights. I want to be able to go out there and dominate and finish fights. That's a big thing.
Yeah, it's kind of reflective of how like the UFC says if you're not finishing people in the regionals, you're not going to finish people on the next stage.
Yeah,
Doesn't always transition that way.
that's
Same thing.
true.
It doesn't always transition when you go AMI to pro.
Yeah.
But it makes sense, and you do have some excellent teammates as
Mhm.
well.
Yeah.
Where are you doing this camp at? I'm assuming the same old
Yeah.
spots, but
Yeah. Yeah. Same old spots. Training a lot of my jiu-jitsu at Webb under my coach Jonavin Webb and Jay regular Buto Smash Pass Jay. Everybody, that's what people know him as. I've been training some jiu-jitsu with him, getting some good rolls with guys over there, and then at Marquez, obviously, with under Coach John Marquez and James Lyons, and sometimes Dean Thomas training under them. That's a good grindhouse. Great people going in there. Great room for me to develop in and test my skills in. And then also, I've been working with Nick Rosario. for like 2 years now. He's a boxing coach. I worked with him back at his old gym, New Legends, and then now he's over at the upstairs at Team Taino in Mount Laurel. So yeah, I've been going in there, working my boxing, working my jiu-jitsu, working my overall MMA, my striking, working everything, getting better everywhere.
You kind of showcasing the trinity that's kind of going between the Philly and Jersey, between
Yep.
Marquez, Taino, and then Webb obviously as well.
Yep.
I think that's like the secret sauce that no one has fully connected yet. They
Yeah.
they seem to know like the Marquez side because John's a character and kind of like he doesn't put himself forward, but like he stands out a little bit.
Yeah.
He's not the smallest guy in the world, and kind of the same thing with Smash Pass Jay because I'm not trying the last name like you just tried.
Yeah. I'm
I'll go
not.
the easy way there.
Yeah. I shouldn't have
Um,
tried it.
but
I gave up mid. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know
That,
that lines up well because anyone that knows these guys know that you're getting like the highest level striking, the highest level jits. You're putting it all together at the AMI level too, so that when you do make the jump, you cut. I mean, obviously, even the training members already are going to get you ready for the next step, but
oh yeah.
also makes sense to wait for the coach to say it because pretty sure you want to get paid to fight, but
Yeah.
you also want to get paid to. You also want to fight to win too. You don't want to
Exactly.
go a little too early.
Yeah.
But December 6th, Valley Forge Casino. Who's all coming with you for this one?
All right, so I have a lot of teammates fighting. Manny Morales, I think he's the co-main event. There's a younger kid, Isaac Pantana. He's fighting. He's making his debut. He's somebody to look out for. And then two other teammates, Nick Massara and Kenny Cockrell. So we'll have four guys there. My corner will be Jonavin Webb and my one of my main training partners slash teammates, Jose Soto. So he'll be out there cornering me. And then in the back there, we'll have James Lyons. We'll have John Marquez. We'll have a few other teammates. We'll be squad deep back there. But yeah, we're bringing an army back there, and that's always the best environment because it's like you have a bunch of people, and it's like you get the bullshit back there, and you get to kind of make it fun and not just be like, oh, I'm fighting. You know what I mean? It's cool to have a bunch of people back there. We'll have a lot of teammates, and yeah. Then when it's time to go handle business, we'll warm up and go out there and fight.
So with the Hitman, who's obviously crushing it both on the boxing side and the MMA side as well. Have you been doing boxing with him as well?
Not necessarily a lot of boxing with him. He's training more at like Bosie's gym in Philly, and then he's also training a lot at TKO. I was able to go to his last and corner him at his last boxing fight, so that was a cool experience. I never cornered a boxing fight before, and I never cornered him before, so it was cool to be in the back. And I think I was more nervous than he was, and he went out there and handled that guy quick.
Yeah, I've never seen Jose seem to be hesitant at all. Which something stacked against him. If you ever seen Jose Soto, you understand what I'm referring
Yeah,
to. Which why PA seems to not approve him quite yet, which
yeah,
is bullshit.
yeah.
If you fight enough in Jersey, you can fight in PA.
Exactly. If you fight enough in New Jersey or anywhere, you should be able to fight anywhere. You know what I mean? Like if you deny a dude for something that he can't control, and then you see him fight anywhere, you should say, all right, maybe we should let him fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, but no, I
Exactly.
mean, stack crew for a card that is local in a way to at least the Marquez side.
Yeah.
Not a super long drive for you, but it's you're traveling a little bit coming out
Yeah.
to the Valley Forge.
Yeah.
But outside of that, like this one's not for the title, right? Just a
Nah,
scrap.
just a normal fight. And I mean, I really wasn't, like I said, the amateur title and like your amateur career period means nothing. Like I'm 6-1. I could win this fight, go 7-1. Like there's a lot of people that go undefeated as amateurs when they turn pro. I think maybe too soon, and then you're 0-1 or you're 0-2, and then it's like, damn, what now? Like the I always say like the amateur titles are for my fans. Like or like I'm not even trying to say like, oh, I have a big fan group. I mean, I do have a good amount of people that support me and people that come out to watch me fight. But the title is just it's just for them. Like or it's for I'll give it to my dad, bro. I'll give my belts to my dad. I don't really care about an amateur belt. And yeah, Bickens was like, yo, do you care if it's not for the belt? I was like, I don't care. I just want to go out there and fight and get this experience.
Yeah, I mean, especially like we kind of touched on it too. It's a return. Like don't really want to throw a title in there either way because you've seen how it feels to be back in the gym and be back in the motions. But we're not asking for a get back fight because you haven't. I mean, you're not coming off a loss or anything either. You're
Yeah,
just
yeah.
coming back off of an injury,
Yeah,
and
yeah, this fight's also at 185, whereas I won my title at 175. I won both of my titles, my stellar title and art award title at 175. And coming back, I got. I mean, I think I'll eventually develop into a true 185er. But I was pretty heavy coming back, just from being off and lifting a lot, and not necessarily just from lifting a lot and putting on like some muscle. So I think I just wanted to get my feet back wet and not have to worry about a crazy weight cut, and then just go out there and perform, and then from there think about where I want to go as far as my weight.
this time of year, did I at least let you get a little bit of Thanksgiving in this year, or did you
Yeah.
have to like fully cut that out too?
No, I got a little bit in. I got a decent plate of turkey, my favorite, which is the stuffing. I got a little bit of stuffing, but I had to cut back on no apple pie, no pumpkin pie, no 3 plates this year, no pigging out. But I was disciplined, and yeah, it's all right. I had my last Thanksgiving I was able to eat because I fought November 15th, and then the Thanksgiving before that I wasn't able to eat because I fought like a week after. So it's all right. It's not. It's a sacrifice that you got to make to when you do this. I chose to do this, so I can't complain about it. If I chose to do it, I don't have to do this. If I'm complaining about it, I can just go work. You know what I mean?
And then, obviously we wrap up the year just a few weeks later. What do you want to do in 2026?
I don't know. I don't know. It'd be probably just keep fighting. I'm not necessarily. I don't necessarily have like a written out. I want to do that. I want to do this. I want to do this. It's just I'm taking it as it comes. I'm just trying to enjoy these moments. Like I'm really blessed to be able to do this and be able to pursue something that some people look at and like, yo, you're crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm blessed to be able to do this, and I'm just taking in every single training session, every single day that I get to chase this dream and appreciate it. Like because it could all be over tomorrow. So I'm not looking too far ahead, but I have ideas, but I also don't want to like be like, oh, I'm gonna turn pro, win 5 pro fights in 2026, and get signed to the UFC. Like because if I have that idea and I put that out there, then if it doesn't happen, then what? Do I think less of myself, or what I mean? Like there's a lot of in this sport, you can't really look ahead because there's so many wrenches, and I can get hurt again. What I mean? There's so many things that can come out and out of the woodwork that you never seen coming.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Got to pivot real fast because I know you have a podcast. We're going to talk about that a little bit real fast too. But recently, Brady on his podcast mentioned that he wants to look at 155. Do you think
Yeah.
he can make 155?
Uh, I mean, yeah. If Sean Brady says he could do something, I believe in him to do something. You know what I mean? Like even in his last fight, I was like, yeah, I had full faith in him to win. He went out there and he got caught, and like that happens. You know what I mean? This is the game we play. Sometimes you live by that sword, you die by that sword, and yeah, I still think he can go out there and fight Morales and beat him. You know what I mean? So like you never know. And yeah, I think he could do it if he just has like I think he'd have to have a little bit of a lifestyle change, like cut down a little bit and walk around lighter. But yeah, if he puts his mind to that, I think he can do that. I don't know if you saw what Jakeem Buckley said, but that shit was so funny. You seen the video?
Yeah.
He's like Brady Bunch. Your big ass cannot go to 155. Your back is way too. That shit was so funny, and we were laughing about it, and I thought it was funny. But yeah, I think he could do it, and I think he would have a lot of success there. But who knows what'll happen?
Mhm. Yeah, I think if he can make the weight, I think he does extremely well there.
Hmm.
I mean, I think he does extremely well at 170. Like,
And he is doing so extremely well, 170. But I think the thing with him, which I hear it out, and it makes sense. He's always just the smaller, not necessarily like he's jacked and he's huge and he's real stout, but he's always the shorter, typically the shorter guy, the shorter the guys he fights are longer. And if you see the division at 170 right now, it's all tall, lanky guys. Ian Gary, Carlos Prates, even Jack Della Mena is bigger, and everyone's kind of taller than Brady.
yeah, I mean, I just know, like, I hate saying like the pit bull mentality. 'Cause it's not really pit bull. It's more like a bulldog. He's
Hmm.
just that. He's muscle. Like
Yeah.
he's just there's. It just sounds really gay to describe it, but he's just very like
It's not.
he's a brick. Like,
Yeah. No. He's got a good physique. Yeah, no Diddy, but yeah, he's Sean's built well. Yeah, and but also another thing is like when you have a lot of muscle like that, it is easier to cut water. Like for example, Jose Soto, I've helped him with like I want to say like two of his weight cuts, like them last days, like really getting that weight off. He's and you look at him, he don't got an ounce of fat on him, and then he'll sweat out like 12 pounds in an hour like it's nothing. And then whereas I don't have the greatest I don't got the greatest build. I'm like as far as like being lean and wise and like being shredded like them. But like for me, like when I gotta cut my last 5 pounds to make 175, like it's tough. It's really tough. But for him, it's like it's much easier. He just cuts that weight right off.
and kind of mentioned I was going to promote yours as well. You and Christian Bovey have this the CB² podcast.
Yeah.
Is that still going on? You guys on a hiatus? What's going on with there?
Yeah, we're on a little bit of a hiatus. So we started it off when I did get hurt, and we just were talking about it. And we were like, let's just do it because my buddy Tommy Maxwell, who well he lived next door. We grew up right next to each other, and he actually is the guy who got me into jiu-jitsu, got me into MMA, and he does all my videography stuff. He does a lot of videography stuff for a lot of people in the team, local places, all different sports, and we just started setting that up and we were doing it. And then he had to travel a bit for work. So it was kind of, we had to take like 2 weeks off here, 3 weeks off there, a week off there. And then I think we got like 10 shows. So we've been on a little bit of a break. We had a few guests on, but I think we'll get back to it. I just think when the time's right, we're on a little bit of hiatus, but we'll get back to it.
I see. I know. Seems to be the thing. I recommend it to every fighter. It keeps your name out there, and
Yeah.
it's you can't. I mean, as an AMI, you can fight a little more often. It seems like once you go pro, it seems like you fight once every 2-3 months.
Yeah.
Where AMIs, you can see them fight every 2 weeks, every week,
Exactly.
depending on
Exactly.
the commission. But I'm gonna pass the mic to you. Obviously, as an AMI, it's even bigger and more meaningful for the sponsorships a little bit here because there's no commission paycheck at the end of the day. So I'll pass the
Yeah.
mic to you to kind of give the shout out to your sponsors and we'll wrap it up.
Yeah. All right. So all my sponsors, you guys know who you are. So like my loyal sponsor I've had is SE Arms. Um, SE Arms, Blue Collar Builders. Why am I drawing a blank right now? Like I draw a blank in the most important moments. But oh, now all my sponsors. If you guys check out my Instagram, I see I'm posting up my sponsors. I'm posting up on my banner, my fight shorts, all them logos. Everybody that supports me, you guys know who you are, and you guys know I'm very appreciative of you. I'm always gonna shout you out. I'm always gonna give you the love you deserve. As far as that, also everybody who just comes out to all my fights. Like I have some people that haven't missed a fight, maybe even missed one fight. All you guys, like, it really means the world to me. For me, I'm an amateur athlete. I don't make money like you just said from the commission. I don't get a check, but the way I make money is by getting sponsors, selling tickets, getting ticket percentage, and yeah, I've done pretty well doing that. And it's not. I mean, it's a little bit because of me because I reach out and put myself out there, but it's because of you guys for choosing to support me. And yeah, I appreciate everyone that chooses to support me, especially you, bro, for having me on your show. Just an amateur fighter, like another. You said getting yourself out there. I try to do as many interviews as I can just to get my name out there to maybe gain a few people that look out for me. Maybe they'll buy a ticket in the future. Maybe sponsor me. Maybe buy a stream. Whatever it is, just get myself out there and do the best I can to promote myself because no one's gonna promote you like you are, like you.
Spot on. Like I always say, promotions will try to promote you as best as they can, but
Yep.
the fighter controls their story.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can see someone who rely on promoters and then who actually control it, and that's not even just the regional level. You look at nowadays, who's the last one the UFC actually like, promoted? It's you pretty much have to even at the UFC level, you're promoting yourself to
Exactly.
go fight for the promotion, which sounds a little hypocritical, but
It's
just
no,
how
it's true.
how the sport is.
It's true though, and you see some guys that are like they get more love from the UFC because they have a bigger following or they have a bigger name, and it's like maybe they get a title shot or a specific fights when quote unquote the fans say they shouldn't. But also, I think that's a part of it that people overlook. Like if you're not having a good following, and people don't know who you are, they're not going to want to put you as a main event.
Yeah, Patty
It's
Timblett's a
true.
great example.
Yeah, absolutely.
You
Ian
won't say it,
Garrett.
but I will.
Yeah, no, I mean Paddy Pimblett, yeah, I mean, but he's still a good fighter. Like people are always like, oh, he's not tested, but he's still winning. He's still going out there and competing and winning. Like same with Ian Gary. People like talk shit on him. Like he had a big hate, like a big line of hate, but he does go out there and win fights. So you gotta respect that at the end of the day.
So, but more importantly, next fight, December 6th,
This Saturday,
this Saturday. You
yo,
can watch the entire Art of War card and still catch Marab afterwards.
oh,
The
absolutely,
timing is going to work out perfectly. Kind of mentioned it too. Obviously, tickets go through you.
yep.
The cutoff is about in a day, so by the time this gets posted, it's probably a little too late for
Yeah,
tickets.
but if it gets posted and you hit me up, we could try to figure something out. We could try to figure something out. Yep.
And if you want to sit at home and split screen the Art of War and the UFC card, you can catch the stream at starfund.stream. It'll be linked
Yes.
below.
Yeah.
And then you select Cade's name at checkout. He gets a little kickback. Everyone
Sir.
makes off at the end of the day.
Yes, sir.
Stacked card. I think there's like 14, 15, 16 fights on the card.
Yeah, I think there's 14 or 15. Yeah, it's gonna be a good card. It should be exciting tonight.
So, best of skill. I'm sure
Oh
I'll
man.
catch you either at the fight itself or a fight card soon.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
Same with you. Have a good one.
All right, brother. You too.